Welcome to Independence Nation on the Light of Life Network. Of course, I'm Keith Pitts. I'm coming to you here with more information. Today, we're going to take a look at what's going on here at Light of Life and what's going on with me concerning the onslaught of police trying to place me in custody for the information I broke a couple weeks ago. As some of you may know, I put out the information of the March 22 event. Exactly what happened. The police arrested me for an antiquated charge. They said from back in 2005 that they hadn't updated their computer since then, and that I was arrested, what they said for related to child support, which child support has been paid off since 2009, around the time that I became rich. And so I wanted to let you know what exactly is going on. So from that time, I was arrested and placed into custody for approximately 48 hours. When I got out of custody, it was late at night, and I came over the air concerning what happened on March 22nd of this year, 2014. And it went viral concerning what happened. This Officer Jay Schwark and the people that possibly were behind it, as I had requested FBI information from a dirty cop by the name of Richard, aka Dick Flanagan, and that his brother who was an acting judge at the time, was somehow associated with getting him off of the FBI charges. Now, that Officer Dick Flanagan had been investigated by the FBI numerous times, more than once, people. And so it was imperative that I sent a FOIA request in for his FBI documents. Needless to say, they sent me information back and said that I cannot have someone else's FBI documents, which is completely false, because we know the mainstream media FOIA requests people's documents all the time, and they release it to them, but they refuse to release it to me in this organization. So once again, this is a nonprofit organization. We have full right for FOIA request information, but they refused to release the information to me and said basically that I would need this officer's permission to look at his basically dirty cop record. So what's been going on since then? There has been, since then, they arrested me again. Now, they said I had to appear in court for two different things. For one, that antiquated charge, which was on March the 24th, which I appeared, and the other to a Western court, was right here in St. Clairsville, Ohio, and on the 27th of March, which I did appear as well, and they put out a warrant saying I did not appear. And so they arrested me again, and they placed me in custody for, once again, 48 hours. And then I went before the judge in a teleconferencing court hearing, and he verified that I was there in court, and then they let me go. Now, since then, and that's completely and totally ridiculous. I wasted taxpayer money to keep saying that I didn't show up for court and I wasn't part of the judicial proceedings. Now, it's also imperative that I say that, as I said, the first charge that I had to appear for March 24th was antiquated. And they sent me a letter, and it said that, the letter said that on the date of the March the 24th, I owed them, now get this people, I owed them $5, and that I had made no arrangements to pay them their $5. And thus, they were putting out a warrant for my arrest if I did not pay their $5. Now, this was on, this document here is timestamped on the date of April the 4th. Now, this is approximately 10 days after the hearing. So I went to the courthouse and I paid them their $5. Obviously, someone wanted lunch money to eat for today. But I paid them their $5 and they said, okay, we're not going to pursue you with the warrant for the $5. And so since then, I've been preparing for the second charge, which was from the Officer Jay Swark, who said I obstructed official business. Now, he said this because I exercised my Miranda right to remain silent, and that he obviously doesn't know the law, and he figured that he could question me, and if I did not answer him, that he could, as in his own terms, slap me with an obstruction charge for not answering his questions. So, what have I done since then? To prepare for that May 7th proceeding, I filed the request for discovery to the District Attorney's Office, also to the Clerk of Courts, and I've also filed a motion to dismiss, once again to the Clerk of Courts. And hopefully that situation will be dismissed. But once again, because they can't get me for anything, and I'm going to tell you the truth behind this, this all leads back to a guy by the name of Chad Binney, who was an agent for the Department of Job and Family Services, who I exposed back in 2008. At that time, he was taking 50%, upwards of 50% out of my paychecks, and had done so for years for child support. And so I put in paperwork on him to the Ohio Attorney General's office, and he was fired. He was released. And since then, the Ohio Attorney General's office refuses to send me any documents, any correspondence concerning their investigation and the finalization of their investigation. But of course, that's all going to be taken care of because, well, I'm going to file a lawsuit against the Department of Job and Family Services and subpoena the records from Job and Family Services, Human Resources Department, and the custodian at the Ohio Attorney General's office as well. But that's where all of this stems from, and of course, this is a racially heated area and has been for years. I'm not saying that all the people here are that way, but the majority of the people here stick to that belief, and they don't believe that someone like me should have money to operate and do the things that I want to do in life, and not understanding that this blessing came from Yahweh, God, the Most High God Himself. But since then, they've come out and said that there was, now get this, they said that there was a April 2nd hearing. And I wasn't aware of this hearing, and matter of fact, they didn't contact me, and they didn't contact my daughter's mother, which, once again, this is antiquated, and they still keep trying to find a way to put me in jail. And I'm going to tell you the truth, people. Well, the last time they put me in jail, I got reason to believe that they sprayed stuff on my clothing. So when I left there, that my clothing would stink. And they've been doing this type of thing to me. What they're trying to get me to do is react to their ignorance so they can get me out of money. Hopefully that I would lose control and hurt someone that is doing these things. But I remain calm because I know at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, God made me rich and they are not. And they're just going to have to suffer knowing that I'm rich and I have the money to do the things that I need to do. And what do I use my money for? Well, I use my money for you. And that's what this organization is about, bringing you real information, activism, education, and news. And they want to demonize me in any way and to take me to jail, act like it's about something that it's not, and basically try to get people to not be a part of the nonprofit organization that I'm president of, Light of Life, and the school associated, which is called Patmius University. So what they want to do is basically cut off my ability to maintain any other monies, which I'm way ahead of them, people. They're way behind. They can't catch up at this time. And you have to excuse me. I've been going through a cold and been struck by the weather. And I know my voice is a little raspy, but hang in there with me. But they said that I didn't appear on an April 2nd hearing, April 2nd of 2014 this year. And they're saying that I didn't appear and the plaintiff didn't appear. And a matter of fact, the magistrate that they wrote on here was on vacation because I know her. Her name is Amy Busick. Excuse me, her name is Amy Busick. And she was actually on 2 weeks vacation at the time. So she wasn't there. And none of this actually happened. So this is a type of thing you have to go through with an area like this, with people with small minds, and they're going to stick to what their parents and grandparents taught them, to be bigoted towards people like me. And so once again, I'm fighting these issues, and the other issue should be resolved concerning the obstruction. But once again, these people, they refuse to let the antiquated charge go, knowing that I do not owe anything for child support, and that this is the main reason that I have a lawsuit against the Department of Job and Family Services. So I just wanted to stop by today, give you a brief synopsis of what's going on, and I hope you understand that I'm going to keep and continue to fight, not only for myself, but for you. And in the future, we plan to fight as I have proved my legal skills. I proved them before, as I said, filing the request for discovery, filing the motion to dismiss, and being able to file legal paperwork and knowing the ins and outs of the legal system. We're not going to only just do this for in-home people, but for those who are in need of us, wherever you are, to fight for civil liberties and human rights. And that's what I put my money, my time, my effort, my energy, my heart, my everything to. So, my idea is to let you know this. In the future, we will, if we have to do it by being lay representatives or being able to get through law school completely. As I haven't got through law school, I'm still a law student. But if any way we can help you in civil suits, let us know. Give us a call at 412-223-1144, and we will be an active role in your case and making sure that you remain free. So, once again, I'm Keith Pitts for Independence Nation. I hope this is in some way been informative. Know that I'm okay, everything's all right here, but I want to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure I continue to fight for you. So, I'm here at Independence Nation. I'll see you next time.